Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Duncan Dimanche, and today we're going to be comparing the 4K features of the iPhone 7 Plus versus the Sony A7R II. So in this video we're going to be comparing the 4K quality of each camera, as we're going to be testing the stabilization, the slow motion mode and the autofocus. I'm going to be posting a lot more reviews on this channel, so hit the subscribe button and like, comment, leave me questions, and I'll get back to you. Both cameras shoot at 4K at 24 frames per second, and they both shoot at 120 frames per second for some slow-mo, but the iPhone shoots at Full HD while the Sony only shoots at HD. First of all, make sure you're watching this in 4K, and remember that YouTube compresses the video when you export them. That means that it crushes all the details and you will not get the full experience of the video. So if you want to get the full video uncompressed, I will put a link below in the description so you can download it. So all the clips you're going to see are going to be shot at 4K unless it's a slow-mo test. So you'll see throughout the test, but I think that, funny enough, the iPhone out of the box comes out better. It seems like it has more detail, but once you start zooming in, you will see that it actually falls apart. As you can see, once you start zooming in, like I said, you start to see how much the A7R II renders details. Here's a shot at 300%, and yeah, you can definitely see that the Sony renders details so much better. And it was getting darker and darker, and so I had to push a bit on the ISO, but the iPhone kept the ISO at 20, which is its lowest, even at dawn. Like, you know, the sun was setting, and that's because it has a very bright lens that lets in a lot of light. Right there you can see the iPhone just losing it. I had a hard time getting the right balance on the Sony A7R II just because the screen there's just something wrong with the screen. I don't know why. It's just hard to nail it. So as you can see, it's darker. It's a bit underexposed compared to the iPhone, but it's holding very well, I think. You know, it's ISO 3200 right now under the pier. And there's just no noise at all. I cannot see any noise. I mean, the iPhone just loses it right now. It's at 705 ISO, and which is its max. And yeah, it's just not usable to me. Okay, so the iPhone has a built-in stabilization, which works pretty well even in 4K. The A7R II did a good job. For shots like that, it's still usable, definitely usable. Once you start walking, there's no way those shots are usable. Maybe if you would, you know, crop them and then do another, you know, post-production image stabilization, but out of the box like that, it's just too rough, as you can see. And I did a selfie mode because it's very popular for vlogging. And the good thing with the Sony is that it's wider. I had a 24mm on it, so you could get a lot more, you know, of the surrounding. The iPhone did good too. It's just very noisy. It gets very, very noisy very fast. And it's not really wide, it's a 28mm. Hey, so today we're going to be doing some slow-mo test with Stabilisation Test in Griffin's Park.
You guys ready for that slow-mo?
Alright, both cameras were shot at 120 frames per second, and make sure you look at the details on her face, her hair. that's where you're going to see the difference. And that's another shot of her walking, and please focus on the hair. Yes, stay focused on the hair, guys. It's going to be hard, but please do so. And yeah, look at the moire on this camera. Not good, not good. Look at the moire on her, yeah. And next shot, focus on the hair. Here we go. That should make it easier. So look at the details. The Sony renders details a lot better, I think, than the iPhone, even though it's at a lower resolution. It's very strange, but yeah, try to stay focused, guys. Here we go. It's almost over. And now both cameras. So the Sony is on top, iPhone is on the bottom, and you can see the iPhone is a lot softer, but has a lot less moire. Actually has no moire. Here's the iPhone, and it managed to actually blur the background a bit more than I thought it could. And here's a close-up of the moire, guys, just for you so you can see what I'm talking about, and it's not looking good, as you can see. So make sure you put the Sony on autofocus speed normal, otherwise it will create some very strange artifacts that you will see that I'll show you later. The Sony did a good job. I mean, the iPhone, everything is in focus, so there's no problem with focusing, obviously. But so focus on the right part of the image. And there I'm going a bit too fast for it. It cannot keep track perfectly. But it did a good job, I thought. So here's what happens if you put the autofocus speed on fast. The background just goes insane. It just flickers, 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 and just not usable. Do not do that. It will hunt, it will just create annoying things. And here you can see the iPhone does that too. Here it loses the focus right there. And here again, I don't know why. And here I did a test, same settings, just at night. And as you can see, Surge is not moving too much, so it shouldn't be too hard for either cameras to focus, but the Sony lost it a bit here, cut it back again, now we're in focus, lost it a bit and back in focus. I thought the Sony actually did a really good job, especially at this, you know, it was really dark. I think I was at 3000 ISO, and as you can see, autofocusing, it was on face detection, and it's just really handy. Doing this manually would have been pretty annoying without a monitor. And here's the last test. Surge walking and talking as he's used to doing. And the Sony kept up pretty well, I thought. I was trying to stay at the same, you know, speed as him. So it's definitely usable. I would definitely use the autofocus tracking on the Sony. So my conclusion is, yes, the Sony is better in low light. It's going to be better in image quality overall. It's going to be sharper, so you're going to be able to zoom in if you need to crop in the image. But I believe that the iPhone is better at autofocusing. It's better at image stabilization, and you can take the iPhone literally everywhere because it is able to go under the water for, I believe, 30 minutes, you know, above 3 feet or something, or a meter. And that's a huge plus point. If you go, you know, out hiking and you don't want to take your Sony if it's raining, I will not hesitate to take my iPhone and take some amazing 4K footages with it. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope you liked it. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel so you can get updates on the upcoming videos that are going to be coming very soon. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos and reviews on gears. So, see you soon. I also want to thank my good friend and amazing photographer Serge Ramilly for lending me his studio to record this and helping me out throughout this whole review. So go and check him out.